the chicken here. So I'm going to start with the tail area towards me. Have the chicken legs up in the air. And then it depends, if I'm roasting it whole, I won't take off the tail, also known as the Pope's nose. But since we're not roasting it, I am going to take off the tail. And it can be put in the chicken stock as well. Pope's nose. And then so I'll go ahead and make my safety cuts here. All you're doing is cutting through the skin. So nothing too crazy, but you don't want to go very deep.
And your knife is nice and sharp.
Very sharp.
Yeah.
It's very sharp.
Wish mine were.
Yeah. Maybe that's another class we'll have to do. Knife sharpening 101.
Oh, that would be great.
Little extra.
We can geek out.
So you guys love to cook?
We do like to cook.
That's cool.
I take it you do too.
I do love to cook. Oh yeah, it's still a little frozen on the inside. Definitely want to get your bird all the way thawed before you do this. But I think Laura is actually just getting back right now with some very fresh chickens. Never frozen, so. Alright, so I'm going to do the legs.
Wow. So you're just folding them back?
So you kind of hear, did you hear a little crack?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that. And they should be pretty mobile now. You can kind of see the thigh meat is kind of coming off here and over here. I just like to go ahead and cut any extra little stuff hanging there. Makes it easier later. Alright, so now we're going to flip it over and we're going to take off the wings. These are the parts I usually remove for chicken stock as well. They don't really taste, I mean, they don't really have much meat on them.
Yeah.
Just now I found a little, there we go. You can always kind of see if you pull it back, that little in-between spot. You can always kind of feel when your knife is in the right place when it goes right through.
It sounded like me too. I feel you've done this before. Let's make it look easy.
And then find the end of the wing right there. It kind of depends on which hand is your dominant hand.
You want to peek.
So, kind of find this little crease right in there. You can feel the bone. Maybe. Beautiful wing. So then with the finish parts that we're going to use to cook up separately, I'll be setting it in like a nice ice bath here. You gotta find the backbone, just kind of feel around there, and you want to cut as close to the backbone as possible, but not like cutting into the bones. So I was gonna start with shallow cuts to begin. It's fun trying to find the right angle. And at this point, so I think I said that I was doing the breast. I meant that I'm doing the leg and the thigh. So this is the point. Yeah, the breasts. These are the breasts.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is kind of the time where you want to feel for your oyster so you don't miss it. Hopefully it's not too frozen to miss. But you can kind of use your thumb in here to like squeeze down right along the backbone and kind of push your thumb right in there. It's a very special part because it's so delicious. But you guys see the kind of key, like this little cavity in there. You just put your thumb right in there and it pops right out. It's very happy. Never want to leave the oyster behind. Best part for sure.
What is the oyster?
Great question. I don't know. I just always know most savory, delicious part must get. But
It's a back muscle.
back muscle. Apparently, it's not used very much.
Because it's not very tough.
No.
Never even heard of it.
I always pull it off my birds after I've roasted them or boiled them or something, but I never knew it had its own name.
Do you eat it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. You know it's delicious.
Yes.
Whatever its name is.
Alright.
I'm allergic to actual oysters, so.
So you can see here. Oh.
Chicken oysters are all over it.
So sometimes you just cut up a bunch of chickens and set them aside and pretend that they're oysters. So here you can see we have both the thigh and leg set apart. You can see underneath. Here's usually a really easy bone to feel for, hopefully this today as well. But yeah, and sometimes I don't even cut it down any more than this. Sometimes I'll just throw it on the grill together. It cooks really nice together.
That was sweet.
Yeah, that one's the easy one. So you can see nice, made, clean cut. Set those aside. Almost a clean cut. And it's really nice to keep all the skin on as much as possible. It makes the cooking a lot easier. But also at this point you can trim any excess skin if you're not a big skin fan.
Well, I can tell you're not a vegetarian.
I once was a vegetarian,
Me too.
but now I'm a selective omnivore. I only eat happy chickens.
Absolutely.
Oh. So now we're going to cut off the breasts. This chicken, since it's so tiny, it's kind of hard to rest it on the back cavity. So if that happens to you, be extra special careful when you're cutting. I'm going to kind of support it under here, but I want to make sure not to cut through with my finger. Sometimes I'll actually even wear gloves with chickens, especially if I have like an open hand wound or anything. Maybe kind of cut through the skin a little first, especially since it's extra slippery. You can kind of see this bone right here. This is what we're trying to cut up right up against, not to lose any of the breast, or the tenderloin of the breast. Another most delicious part.
Just sort of pull it off the bone.
Yep, kind of letting it, letting my
fall
hand
and
kind of guide.
Gravity.
And definitely, I'm losing a little bit of the breast right here,
Right,
unfortunately.
but not very much.
I don't know, make good stock.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly.
Yep. Or chicken
And
soup
that's-
if you have a couple.
Yeah.
Lost a little bit of the breast. And here, the oysters kind of are, or not the oyster, the tenderloin's already separated, so tiny little tenderloin. That's right. Those are the good stuff. If they ever have those on the menu, that's what you should go for. Yeah, right over there. And then this will go into a happy soup or stock. Or dog food. Hey.
Oh, wow. Well done.
Thanks.
That was
That was a
great.
great audience.
That was great.